everybody, welcome to this B1 English listening practice video. You can use this video to practice your listening and comprehension as I speak. So today I'm going to talk about procrastination. I imagine that this is a relevant topic for a lot of you because many people have a tendency to procrastinate. So what is procrastination? Well, this refers to the action of delaying your work until a later time. For example, let's pretend that you have a task that you're expected to complete by Friday. Procrastinating on this task might mean that you start working on it on Thursday. You postpone or put off this work until a later time instead of doing it earlier. This habit is widespread. People procrastinate at school, at work, and in their personal life. And for the most part, procrastination isn't necessarily a good thing. Let's talk about some of the ways that procrastination can creep into our lives, and we'll talk about how we can kick this habit. Alright, first let's talk about procrastination when it comes to school. In my experiments, I find that the vast majority of students put off their assignments, projects, and preparations until the last minute. For example, when the teacher would assign an essay that was due on the following week, my classmates would even begin until the night before. They would put an all-nighter, as we say in English, and try to do it all in one go. In this area, I can honestly say that I never procrastinated, but I was practically the only one. When I was given an essay to write, I would split the work up evenly and write a little bit each day. Let's say I had 7 days to write an essay, and the essay was supposed to be 10 pages long. What I would do is divide 7 by 10, which is 0.7, and I would use that as a metric to know how much I need to write each day. I write 7 pages each day, and then by the 10th day, I have my essay finished. Instead of cramming all my work into one day, I spaced it out in a way that felt much more manageable. I never stressed out about having to do a ton of writing on the last day. This is one technique that you can employ on your studies. Try to do an equal amount of work each day, and then you won't have to work against the clock and try to get the whole assignment or study done in one night. Now let's talk about procrastination when it comes to work. There's a common tendency to put off an undesirable task until later. While in the moment that might seem okay, later on you often end up regretting that decision. But for me personally, when I put off an important task until later, I often dwell on the fact I haven't finished it yet, and I dread having to do it at a later time. In other words, I don't even get to enjoy the time I spend not doing the task because I think about the fact that I still have to do it later. I'm sure some of you have experienced this as well. In our opinion, the best way is to avoid procrastinating in this way is to do your most important or difficult task the first thing in the morning. This is a more important concept that can really change your life. Suffer now so you enjoy it later. It takes a lot of discipline and willpower to commit yourself to doing the hardest task first. After you finish it, the rest of the day is smooth sailing. Alright, lastly, let's talk about procrastination in your personal life. Maybe you have some goals you want to achieve or things you might want to do in life, but you never actually get around to doing them. Well, one thing you can do is change this is to be more specific where you go. For example, instead of having to go to get good at English as soon as possible, make your goal measurable. How about be able to hold a conversation with a native English speaker by the end of the year? This goal is actually something you can visualize, measure, and accomplish. Don't be vague with your goals. In this way, you can actually plan and take steps towards this concrete objective. Now I'm going to ask you 3 questions about today's video. Write your answers in the comment down below. 1. What is procrastination? What's one way to avoid procrastination at work? How how can you improve your personal goals? Alright, before we go, remember to advertise. If you subscribe on the subscribe button, click on the bell and follow us on Instagram. I'll see you next time.